all night. Heroes from across worlds stand and unite. No other foe or force can match their might. The once great people of this world now hide in fear. All chaos shaken by the power of sword and spear. The black-clad armies of the Dark One now draw near. But in the distance, the sergeant and the bear appear. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. Wings spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. Wings spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation. Legions of Romans stand and let their arrows fly. The roaring of dragons and machines pierce the sky. Secret agents and the generals they defy. Swarms of orcs and samurai raise their banners high. In the wake of death, only one man stands alone. The sergeant raises his sword, high silver shone. He condemns the chaos the war not his has sown. He stands longing for the day he may return home. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. Wings spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation. Until the war for the world springs is won, they will fight until there are none. But Achilles will stand alone as one, and the bloodshed is finally done. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. Wings spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation. Great heroes of past the law, no power has seen before. Wings spread far across the sky, marching across the great divide to save the world from deterioration, to end the age of annihilation, 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 to end the age of annihilation.
Welcome to ToV Live. It is Valhalla time. It is time once again where, well, we've been painting. This is like the 15th plus stream painting because, well, we got a lot of miniatures to do because it's just cheap. It's kind of cheaper that way to buy them and paint them a little bit, but gives me opportunity to paint and then chat with y'all on the stream as well. Although I will say, and here, I'm bring this up here. Hello. I'm Ryan, aka Tales of Valhalla, and I'm waving my arms in the air to make this seem a little bit more entertaining. I find that this stream is slightly a little bit more casual than like other streams that I might know of. Hexala really has a party with their painting streams the past couple of nights. Really fun, impressive. Of course, their camera setup is pretty good. Even when I met them, or was with them at Gen Con, like the whole setup that Adam had for it's very futuristic. I basically holding everything up by scotch tape and popsicle sticks practically with my DI stuff. But yeah, Adam is very resourceful, very knowledgeable about what he's doing. So yeah, kudos to Exala, and I think they're out tonight, so that's fine. Even though it'd been kind of cool to like kind of dual stream, they stream and then I stream at the same time. Because what's better, what could it be even more better is having Hexala, like Adam and Rowan, talk to each other, but having someone else, join in, at least in the voice, and just like this three-way conversation happening. Would be a lot of fun. But no, just me and myself and I, and of course you there in the chat tonight. And let's see. Okay, so I'm going to be working on this guy a little bit tonight. I'm going to try something with the suction cups on the tentacles on this Krakenling here. Just a light brush. I want to see if it works. And then we also got to work on Tanuki Tricksters. We need Tanuki Tricksters painted by Christmas because they are in the Christmas color themes. And so we're going to try some things with them as well in a second. But I do want to say one thing. We'll try to paint this Sunday. But there is a small thing I'm going to do, which will probably lead the stream. It'll be not primarily a painting stream. I was going to try and do it tonight because stuff came in the mail today. But I thought, no, I already announced that I was going to do a painting stream tonight, so it's just a fully painting stream. But for Sunday, I have... And I have... Yes, I have a couple of extra sets, and I would, if I wanted to brag, I would say, oh yes, I bought them or at discount something. No, nothing like that. Sir Joe Crazy is a very generous fellow. Also brought an extra ATST and a blimp too, but I already have those. So I mentioned that, well, I could give those to my son, so my son will be able to enjoy getting those. Again, premium painted, so I don't have to worry about painting those. But yeah, but these ones I have not unboxed. These are the Pirates and the Dryons. So this Sunday, I'll be opening those up and just talking about them for the beginning of the stream. And depending on how long we get tonight with the Tricksters, I might do some more painting then after unboxing or editing. We'll see. But yeah, so that's it. And hello. Okay, and this is the first time you've seen me now at 43 years old. Another year older. Yay! This weekend was a very interesting weekend. Let's put it that way. I had I'm not going to give like certain timelines, but was out just spending time with my family, went to see here, we're going to look at this Krakenling. Get this Krakenling first. On let's see here, let's see if this paint is just want a little bit of, yeah, I think that's gonna work for that. Just a light brush on them. So yeah, this Sunday went to the theater. It's kind of like a birthday thing. And here, I'll make sure that make sure y'all can hear me. There. So yeah, as a birthday thing, we went to the theater. My son, my wife, myself, and we saw a pre-screening of the new David animated movie from Angel Studios. And there's a lot of Angel Studio films that I like. I mean, I really like The Chosen. as well. The Chosen isn't Angel Studios property anymore, but stem from them. And the David movie, my son enjoyed it a lot. I would say it's almost up there like the Prince of Egypt. And the Prince of Egypt, that came out like 20 some years ago or something. It's crazy how time flies. But this movie, I'd say the best thing about this animated movie, David, is the animation is so superb. Is very, very superb. Was very, very impressed with it. Just these animated characters. I mean, human characters, of course, and the hair on like the main character David just looks so lifelike. Yet you know it's an animation. These anime characters weren't meant to look like realistically human, but the hair just looked so. I don't know what they were using for like the type of animated software, but it was an excellent film, and it was more of a musical than I thought it was going to be. That's why I kind of compare it to Prince of Egypt, although Prince of Egypt was a lot more dramatic. It was a lot more higher stakes, and there is stakes for the David story, but with the David story, like First and Second Samuel in the Bible, it's like a soap opera when it comes to David and the house of David, and there's a lot of things that happen. So I mean, this film is an animated children's film, so they do leave out a lot of the adult parts, which is fine. You know, it's you don't need to tell every intricate detail of the David story. It was just it just was a lot of fun, and I think any child who watches it would just be inspired to have fun and have some hope. I love the hopeful movies, you know, movies that inspire, give a little bit of hope. And hey, look at that! Look, see, I like where that's going. That works for me. I'm good with that. Like the white suction cups on the on this guy here. No, okay, I gotta look closely here. So thoroughly enjoyed that movie. I'm sure we'll either like own it or watch it again sometime. And my son liked it a lot, so release the baby Kraken, says Roguescaper. Oh, and Roguescaper, I don't know if you heard what I was just saying, but like Angel Studios is releasing a new animated film called David, and as like a fun birthday treat for me this past weekend. So instead of streaming on Sunday, we went to the theater in the freezing cold, because it was like the city in like middle of Kentucky where we were at was at like 4 degrees at the worst later that day and that evening. But the movie we saw, the animated David movie, was really, really good. I'd say A+ for kids and families. Really, really, really enjoyed it. You're seeing it Sunday with the kiddos. Good. Let me know what you think about it. We were able to get a pre-screen of it because I know it's not officially like releasing to the public until this Friday, I think. But it was good. I don't, like I said, comparing it to like the Prince of Egypt. I still think the Prince of Egypt is dramatically better. But it'll be their first trip to the theaters. Oh, no kidding. Okay, that should be a good one for them then. yeah, I mean it's the movie, and I don't want to give too much away for you. The movie is definitely a musical, though, and I say the animation is very superb. The storytelling is good. It's geared more for kids, but the adults, any adults in the theater will appreciate the story as well. And it really, I mean, it does omit some of the adult themes that happen in First and Second Samuel, because there's some really adult things that happen to David, even younger version of David. And they kind of omit those things, although they still reference some things. They keep the core story within David's life intact. They just have creative liberties like you would do in any other movie, and it doesn't really take away from it. And part of me was thinking, like as the movie kept going, I'm just like, wait a second, there's more. I thought it was going to end at this point, but it doesn't. It just keeps on going and going and going. So, and it wasn't a bad thing. And the music, like I said, musical, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was engaging. So I hope you and your family enjoy it there, Josiah. Fun trip. I remember I think one of my first animated movies I watched when I was a kid, or old enough to remember. What? No, Absalom and Bathsheba? No, no. Actually, it doesn't go that far. It doesn't go that far. It kind of focuses on actually David's like immediate family, like his brothers, his mom. There's like a sister that he has, so it kind of focuses on that. I love what they do with Saul, as well as Jonathan, because I mean the story of David and Jonathan is one of the best friendship stories of all time, and they do it pretty good in this film. And they, like I said, they don't get into too much detail, but at the end of the movie you kind of know why Saul is the way he is, and they give it the right biblical direction, you know, and why characters have their motivation and stakes. Now there is one, I would have a couple of minor critiques, but that would like start giving things away, so I'm not going to. Maybe after a time it comes out, then I'll talk about it. But okay, yay, suction cups. Good. All right. Now, but what we got to focus on is these tricksters now. Josiah, but you know, Heroscape, now you're saying like an adult version of like the David story, like the Absalom part, when, and this is David like middle-aged David, that whole like story is almost like an epic in itself. Okay, let's see, I'm thinking of something here. I gotta reference back to, I actually really I'd say enjoy reading, but it's very interesting reading Absalom's insurrection, you know, and betrayal, and how David has to literally uproot himself and run away. It's a very intriguing story. Let's see. Where's okay? I'll just take from this then. But and if you remember, like David, like Bathsheba wasn't the only chick that David was, shall I say, engaged with. You know what I'm saying? There was a few other wives beforehand. The first one was Michal, which was Saul's daughter, and I will say, this doesn't give too much away, But Michael is not even mentioned in this film. Like I said, it's this is geared more for kids, so they just kind of omitted that part. Still, I think it's a really good film. It's almost up there with The Prince of Egypt, although it's a entirely different like tone and development and everything. But as far as like an animated musical like that, yeah, it's pretty good. And I'd say it's even like I think Angel released the King of Kings movie. I think that was like a year ago or so, and that was really good. That was really good. But I think David's is a tad bit better than that. Let's see. Is this all blocked up? Probably is. Oops, okay, that's way too much, but that's fine. That's fine. I a little too much spread out. You gotta watch out for that. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, now this is blue, but I think I'm gonna make like the buckle and some of these things kind of white instead of like silver gray. And just a couple of things. So I gotta go very, very light here. No. Ah, my goodness, I messed it up. Already messed it up. Guess I needed a smaller brush. Where's it? Okay, yeah, I needed that brush. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Yeah, now I messed it up. It's like, how do you like cover? Just, and I suppose this is not made to be perfect, I guess, but you know, I'm trying. But anyway, okay, so question for the chat, okay, for y'all there. Since it is Christmas time and we're making these kind of like, these Tanukis kind of festive, favorite like Christmas film? What do you think? What do you think is your favorite Christmas film? And yes, Die Hard does count. Back, more pig. Okay, you're back. I actually have to just give me a couple minutes because I think I hear a child possibly crying in bed. So just give me a moment. I'm just going to play a little bit of season 2 while I check this out. Okay, make sure that either he's playing or he's sad about something. So just give me a moment. We're just dealing with that. Yeah. So let me check out. So I'm gonna mute this. I'm just gonna play season 2 for a second, and I'll be back momentarily. So just hold on to your horses. Matter of fact, here I'm gonna do okay. Put the, oh no, that's the wrong break. There's the break. All right, and then I'll play this.
It all began many years ago.
Men, we're under attack. It's time to defend the castle.
Yes, sir. Leading the way, sir.
I don't want to fight, I want me tea. Is it tea time? Oh look, there's the dragon!
Rush thy enemies.
Look lively, gentlemen. Watch your step. There's a fight and tea.
We were in the middle of pure war. All our thoughts and goals were for the findings of the well springs and the destruction of our enemies. something happened.
Okay. Here, get this off. Get this off. Okay, crisis averted. Aye. Fun times. Fun times to be had. So yes, he was up and he was crying. Had to kind of take care of that. Okay. Let's see. What else can I do for this? Anything else that I can? Okay, he's got brown there, but that's alright. I'm gonna say these guys have dark eyes. They're really good. Okay. There. Now I'm gonna move over to this one and do the same thing to his belt buckle. I think it's just his belt buckle. He's had a little bit more green on him too, but the only thing we see on him is his belt buckle, really. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, apparently, doesn't help that my this microphone is just like a matter of just a few yards away from the road practically. Oh, I messed this up again. Alright, just make that white. And just do the same thing to this kind already. But yeah, so okay, Christmas movies. What y'all thinking? And I said yes, Die Hard does count. And going back to old animated movies, as I mentioned, because Josiah's saying like his kids are going to be in the theater for the first time. I think I remember my first movie, Home Alone. Home Alone's good. War Pig. Home Alone is good. Yeah, the first one. My first movie in theaters was one or the other. Either The Little Mermaid, or that was like early 90s, or Fern Gully. It was one of those two. I saw both of them in theaters. Not sure which one was first, but yeah. So Fern Gully is actually my first exposure to Robin Williams a little bit, because he voiced the Bat. Okay. Now we're going to spread a little bit more green here, I think. Just a little bit of a bigger brush here. Because we have these are leftovers, leftovers of stuff. So a little bit of green, a little bit of red. Trying to tie down these colors a little bit. The green on this guy though isn't terrible, but we're still gonna put it down. But yes, Home Alone is actually okay. So let's see what type. It's here. I don't know what this is. I think this is some of the green leaking, but I'll try and tap it on here and see what happens. Okay, yeah, it helps. Yeah, I know. Watched Home Alone a lot younger days for sure. Let's really solidify that green here. So yeah, Home Alone, and then like had the Legend of John Candy there too in that first one a little bit, and apparently he did that like little role for free, and he was just ad-libbing his lines, you know. What a legend. And some of the things I'm reading about John Candy recently, I mean, the guy had a heart. He was good. He was a good actor, but he also had a good heart. That's just the thing about like you know, storytellers. Like anybody else, don't live forever, but the stories do. And I think that was always the appeal for me for storytelling. But yes, what other Christmas? Let me think. Like Christmas Vacation is pretty zany. There's one with Sam Elliott, Prancer. That like my mom got like a VHS of that when we were kids a long time ago, and that was a yearly watch. Grinch, like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original animation, or the Jim Carrey Grinch? I mean, I personally grew up with the Dr. Seuss How the Grinch Stole Christmas animation, so I love that. Yes, both. Okay. The Jim Carrey one, my goodness, like Jim Carrey put so much work and effort into that character and making a story out of all that. And I think that was, who was the director for that? Ronnie Howard, Opie. I believe he did that one. Ron Howard has his hands in a lot, but mainly the old one. Yeah. The old one is definitely classic. And as a director, for the most part, I really like Ron Howard as a director. Christmas Story. Ah, yeah, Christmas Story. Now, Christmas Story, I wasn't raised too much on. My mom wasn't too keen about some of the themes in that, but I did end up watching a lot more, older, and I appreciate it. I know the ins and outs of that movie. I've seen it enough times. Knowing that you want a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas, and gotta be careful because it'll shoot your eye out. Yeah, and I know there was one about it was 20, 25 years ago, I think, the Nativity Story. That one's pretty darn good. Like a live action telling of the Nativity Story. That was pretty good. I think that was actually Oscar Isaac as Joseph in that one. That was pretty well done. Oh, here's another one. The greatest Christmas pageant ever. Not the newer one that was released. I think it was like a year or two ago. The one with Loretta Swit in it. Rest in peace, by the way. I think she just recently passed from MASH fame, but she played the mom, and that was such a good film. All the acclamation toys from the 50s. And of course, how could I forget this? This is one that I watched a lot too. I burned out the VHS on this one. The Muppet Christmas Carol. The claymation toys. Oh yeah, claymation ones. Oh yeah, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The Santa Claus films, A Year Without a Santa Claus. Yeah, all of those. Yeah, like Rudolph's Shiny New Year, Jack Frost. What else? Yeah, no, I was raised on those claymation ones. Oh yeah, no doubt. Charlie Brown Christmas is classic. Yeah, there's just so much that we grew up on, and so much talent in making them. Like, definitely, if you can, get physical media, physical media, very, very important. It's going to get thinner. I think there's a little spot here that's just too thick for that brush, so I'm going to get a little bit more here. Yeah, Santa Claus is coming to town. The Burgermeister. And a choo-choo to the Burgermeister almost changed him, But then his second in command had to be like, oh, sir, you're breaking your own law. Heat miser, yeah, heat miser. Hold on. Okay. I need to get just a touch of green here. Come on. Good. Good. But yeah, all excellent stuff. Excellent suggestions. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, Miracle on 34th Street. Another good one. And either the older one or the more modern one. Was pretty good. And, I mean, the modern one, I think that was like, I say modern, I think it was like late 90s for that one. That was really good. Warpic, thank you for having me a podcast. Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah. It's going to be a slow start for me next year because I'm going to be kind of not doing anything nearly all of January and a little bit in February too. But we'll hopefully start up again come February. It's a lot of fun to chat with people. Wait. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh. Get this nose part. So when you think you got all the spots, you miss some. And that nose is like dark. And the upper part of that hood is dark as well, or pretty dark as well. Here, hold on. Okay, that's better. Trying to make this a festive green. I should bring back the map building show. That was very interesting and useful. You mean, the one time we had Jack Schurig to talk about map building. Map building 101. I think that's what we call map building 102. Yeah, I mean, some of those extra ones I am planning to do. The thing is just when to plan them out, you know. So and it was a lot easier when I was doing more podcasts, like when I was doing them like every 2 weeks. But yes, I was watching it yesterday. Okay, yeah, it was very, very interesting. Yeah, I mean, just doing that one podcast, talking about it, just showed us that barely scratched the surface, and we need to do more. It was a lot easier when I could do more podcasts. I'm just currently not able to do as much, so now we're doing it like we used to do podcasts like twice, sometimes twice a month, depending on how the weeks fell. And now it's just like once a month usually, just because time. So got to plan less accordingly, and there's some things that are just we need to do more than others. But yeah, that's definitely one to think about putting in a slot for next year sometime if we got availability. Okay, I could go over this over and over again and probably still miss something. Okay. But I think it's pretty good for the moment. That part. Okay. No. I need to learn to put my brush down before I start moving things. All right. Let you dry a little bit. Now, back to this. I'm going to do some of this for this guy, because this guy needs a little bit more of that green. Some of the red too, but we'll add that later. Yeah, and I still got a backlog of stuff I gotta release now. For dates. Oh, the coats are looking smoother. Good. Yeah. I mean, this helps. This helps, and it helps that, it's just, this isn't just the first run of it, we gotta apply it a little bit at a time. Why aren't you turning green? And this is very, very light. But still, it needs to be green. Try to flex the bristle when you apply the paint and let it flow off. Okay. Try. Like, I know I have a certain goal for these guys tonight so we can finish them by Christmas time. getting all this green on is important. But if I gotta add a little bit more green, I will. Get under that armpit. Okay, here. Hold on. I'm gonna add a little bit more green to this. Here, put this down. I'm gonna find what green was I using? I think I was using you. Oh, I think Warpig on the Twitch side, we have our bot for tonight. Leaving a comment on Twitch. We have a bot tonight. A silly dilly bot. Silly dilly bot. It's already dead. Okay, good. We killed the bot. Yay, we killed the bot. Down with the bots. Down with the bots. I will say this though, and I think I posted this. I'm not going to say when it happened, but had to like last week drive through practically a snowstorm. That was now I've lived and driven in Michigan from from year 2000 until like 2019 when I moved down to Kentucky. So I am pretty familiar with driving in snow and ice as well. And I drove like all that in a 93 Dodge Dakota way back when. So I kind of know you got to sometimes treat your vehicle like a sled. And if you grew up sledding, you know, you just allow momentum to guide you a little bit. So it's not that I particularly am not good at driving in snow-covered roads. I just don't like doing it. But kind of had to. And like the snow that was covering like Cincinnati, Ohio area. Yeah, that was yeah. So there was like quite literally vehicles off the road and vehicles careening off the road because people don't know how to drive in the snow apparently. And I'm just trying my best to keep on the road and get past all that. And did. It took twice as long to drive, but you know, I got through it all. But yeah, it's nuts. Personally, I just if there's any type of weather like that, I'd rather just stay home. Brennan Nichols there in the chat. What's up, ToV World? I like ToV World. I gotta find a way to use that term, ToV World. I'm eagerly anticipating my order so I can have a paint-along session with you all. Hope you all have an awesome holiday season. Winter's awesome. Snow driving sucks. Yes, exactly. I'd rather not use my vehicle as a sled. I'd rather just go sled. Which I do have sleds. My son, when he has the chance, he loves sweating. Lightning McQueen Forum Cars explains it best. Yeah, well, people are doing Lightning McQueen SUVs a lot. They think if you have a four-wheel drive that you're not going to slide off the road no matter how fast you're going. That's not how a four-wheel drive works. You're going to go off the road just like anybody else if you don't know how to drive. It's crazy. But anyway, Brendan Nichols, we were talking about earlier about movies, like favorite Christmas films. Although we were talking about a lot. We've gone through a lot. but you're welcome to. Yeah, 4-wheel drive is not 4-wheel stop. Exactly. Gotta learn to pump them brakes, and sometimes even pumping the brakes doesn't help you. I know one in particular time, like years and years back, my vehicle I was driving did a complete 360, spun all the way around and all the way back, but I let it do it because I realized, okay, I'm not going to be able to control this. It just spun around and then just kept on going where we needed to go. So it turned out well, but yeah, you gotta be on edge for that. Yeah, Brendan Nichols. Any movies in, and I showed this earlier, start a stream, but I did get some stuff in the mail, which these are already premium painted, but I'll probably unbox them this Sunday, and then paint some more of this stuff, or maybe edit some stuff or something. I'm awaiting my Kiri box in the mail, so I can paint along with you. I have that box, Rise the Valkyrie, Orm's Return. Okay, interesting. All right, so you're just you getting stuff there. Well, I mentioned this 28th, Sunday the 28th. We are going to do an event, and I'll probably get this up earlier, but we're going to do a re-release, or not re-release, a premiere of the re-edit of season 3, and so that'll be on the 28th. We'll have some. I'll probably get whoever's available, whoever's helped me work on ToV for the past 10 years or so. Come on, rewatch that season 3, all re-edited. Instead of episodic, it's just going to be one complete 2-hour fun ride, and for that stream, it's not going to be, well, I'll have people, if you're coming on the stream, you can be entered, but when you go on that re-edit of season 3 and leave a comment there, you can be entered into winning some stuff. I have like a proxy Karak, which is, it's still the Karak unit, but it's like a D&D. So I can rebase it for you. I have some 3D printed fire elementals, so you can have your own Firestorm cards, and an OG Kelda, too, Kelda with card. And on top of that as well, I have one more signed Craig Van Ness card of either the Airborne Elite or Drake Alexander to give away. So that's going to be a giveaway bundle for the release of the re-edit of season 3, and then we'll probably do the drawing for that when I come back from my hiatus come January. Probably do a drawing in February. But yeah, so there's that. And I don't know where I'm at on my tally right now, but I'm close to 800 subscribers, almost 800 subscribers on YouTube. Goes up and goes down. If YouTube wouldn't cut out like a lot of my subscribers, as it does, it just culls subscribers sometimes, I would have been probably past 1,000 subscribers already. But YouTube does YouTube. You just got a Twitch, so okay. Yeah, the Twitch adds on to a little bit. And I know one thing I got to do. Okay, Brent says that is awesome. I'm on the warpath of collecting all the huge and large units I can. I've made a boss mode for them, adding. Oh yeah, for the okay, for yeah, the adventure thing. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But yeah, and for season 3, after the season 3 is released, I think I'm gonna find a way, if there's a way to sell like the digital copies of season 1 and season 2 and season 3. I believe I think there's a way you can do it on Patreon. I'm gonna do it and maybe just sell like those types of copies for like $5 each or something like that. Or maybe season 1 just like $3 and then 2 and 3 like $5 or something. Hopefully I get that set up before I go at the beginning of January. But if not, then it'll be after probably. So that means Warpig on like those types of nights in January. If you wanna take over and do painting streams while I'm gone in January, you by all means can. I mean, even if I am streaming, it's like I never want to like tell someone, you know, oh, you can't stream when I'm streaming. I've never implied that. Just because I'm streaming on some night doesn't mean someone can't do the same for them. You know, I'll check that out. I'm ready for the more Dark Demon units next year to come. Oh yeah, I know. We're getting such a pileup of stuff, you know. We'll see what next year holds. I know I have to do like my animating for the month, probably this weekend or the weekend after, and it's gonna be, well, it's not Heroscape related. I'm doing something that's a little bit more simpler, but it's like I'm trying to pitch like other game developers on like having like a simple, fast, effective way that's only like the cost of like a couple pizzas, that would still like help you know, give a little advertising to whatever game they're selling. So I have to do some animation examples of a different game just to be like, okay, you know, this is kind of what, you know, could be I have in mind, because I gotta find some way to make a living out of this, you know. So I'm looking down at this and trying to Warpig's asking me source. Yes, actually, Source Golf. That is a correctamundo. There's an easy way to get like to animate the golf balls in Source Golf, and so I'm gonna do a few of those, and that should be easy to do. And I'll still like calculate the time just to be like, okay, so if you were paying me for this, you know, this is how much it would cost, and it's like usually just like $50 to $100 probably. When you do what you love for a job, you never work a day in your life. Yeah, that's a thing. Although it is a lot of hard work, you know. It's still work. It's just because I mean, what I do can be pretty exhausting. I still love to do it, but it's not like how would I put it? You do what you love, and you're never gonna work. If you can make a living, do what you love, you're never gonna work a job you hate. Because working a job you hate, well, just ultimately will tear you down after a while. Okay, I think the green is coming along for these guys. How are we on with our stream? Okay, it's 10 o'clock. I know I started a little early. I'm a I'll agree with it. Yeah. It's the phrasing of things sometimes. Phrasing. Aye. Let's see here. Okay, one second. I'm gonna look at Twitch a second. Okay. Oh yeah, someone subscribed with Prime. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, so my Twitch is just a little bit like slightly active right now. That's kind of cool. Let's see what the. Okay. All right, I'll have to look that stuff later. Okay, I gotta get back to painting, and I'm gonna paint just a little bit longer, and then wrap up for tonight. These painting streams that can't usually be on forever, but yes, Jamal CTR, welcome. Thank you for the subbing on the Twitch there. If you want to like remind you of the lawnmower. And you know, sometime like I need to do like skirmishes sometime with Heroscape stuff, although it might be closer to when I'm like about to go to ScapeCon next year, because those take a little bit more time to set up, and they take practically all night to do because you're playing a game of Heroscape. So, you know, but painting streams are so much easier because they're you can go for like an hour and, you know, still have a fun time with it. And you don't need to exactly finish for the night. Let's see here. Brennan says, "Bro, I just got the bug boxes. My goodness, the most tedious one yet. The teeth still haunt me. So many teeth. This works super good. It was the faces for me. That circle around them needed touched up, every single step." Well, I'll tell you one thing, Brennan. My son, like, he said he wanted, you know, some Heroscape stuff, and this was like earlier in the year, and I'm like, okay. I showed him the Renegade website. I'm like, okay, what box do you want? And he pointed right at the ball of bugs, and I'm like, well, if you want that, I can get it for you, but you're gonna have to paint it. And he's like, okay. And so we did. I think it nearly broke him. But he painted it. He painted it his way, and his paint. I think I posted that on the Discord of his painted phalanx and what the other bug's called. But yeah, with the ball of bugs. I mean, it's a 7-year-old painting them. You know, or that time I think it was 6. But it was fine for him. It was fine. They look. He did a good job considering, you know. So now he's still, I mean, he's got to work on, because he wanted the crabs. He's still got to paint these crabs sometime. I mean, I primed him for him, but he's still got to paint those. And he was talking about that the other day, but he hasn't exactly picked up a brush yet. So we'll see. Okay, I think I'm getting the green good on this. You know, here, 1 second. This is coming together pretty good. Just white on this edge, so let me see if I can smooth that out a little bit. Trying to get the other side of these, and that's fine. It was the faces for me. That circle around them needed touched up everything. I cheat and use acrylic paint. pens, and they save lots of time. Oh yeah, okay. I've seen those. But for me, I'm going with the brush. It's all about that brush, about that brush, about that brush, all about that brush. Mm-hmm. All right. So nearly broke him. I chuckle as a fellow dad. My kids took to it and painting quickly after getting the bugs out of the way. It's only downhill from here in difficulty. Yeah. No. Yeah, my son is more of like artist when it comes to like pencil drawings. That he excels in quite a bit, and I've talked about that before. But when it comes to the painting, he's still, and if it's not his interest, that's fine. Although still, if he wants some of these units, he still has to do it. But let's see, there's a little bit of, okay. And last of the screen for the underside of this here. And I think, sorry, here, look, I think that's looking good. Here, I'll say, hey. Just got to add some brown to it. Might do some touch up on that. Even if we like don't have a chance this Sunday to work on them, just start painting them up, finalizing them for on Christmas Eve, because I do plan to do a Christmas Eve stream. Where it says I brush prime with Army Painter's gray or black and ensure to get them creases and crevices or teeth. Yep. Well, with bugs, I'm sure we'll be working for more teeth. Yeah, these tricksters. My goal is to have these tricksters completely done by Christmas Eve, or at least dried. Maybe not with the finish on it yet, but definitely so. So one thing I do want to do though, I do want to do is just add a little bit more of the red here. And for that, I can use a bigger brush. And then add some more red on one of the dragons here. Okay, that's orange. So here. So yeah, next time we approach these guys, just brown base, brown hair, brown fur, and a little bit more of the red. This. May 6, 2005. Oh my goodness, on Discord. It says bug and they look great. Okay. Interesting. All right. So we'll get a little bit finer with this red. So, got a little red on me, and then just a little bit more red on this guy. Then I'm just gonna touch up a dragon, or a scion. I'm sorry, I say dragon, scion. And then we can call it a night. Okay. All right. These guys here, and then Let's see, there's cyan. Just gonna give me a little bit of red. Let's paint the red. We're all about that red, I know I said I was going to paint these guys a little bit different, but I don't know. I'm just using the colors available. If I get more, then I'll paint them differently, probably. What's the last army I played? Oh my goodness, it's well, I haven't done much playing since Gen Con, so. Okay, well, I'll say this. Actually, for Gen Con, the last army I played, and this is quite literally, I think this is the last one I have played, was a VC army, Malfera and the Amber Hive Protectors. Gen Con So Queen. Close. But my last game was using Malfera and Amber Hive Protectors. It was more of a casual game. So she is a queen. But yeah, so that was my last one. But my last official game, say tournament, was exactly it was Maladrix, Festering Honor Guard, Halucia, and 2 familiars. Okay, gotta add. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to run AOA versus Rise of the Valkyrie. I'm stoked to go to ScapeCon this coming up year because I missed ScapeCon last year. So going next year, I'm just like I gotta do it, even if it makes me broke. Or more broke than I already am. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. But yeah, okay. Let's get this guy up close and personal red. Come on. I need to get the foot. Do I know my ELO score? I don't know what ELO score is. My overall score, like for competitive, on Renegades, or my overall score, like my wins losses for the Gen Con tournament stuff. Let's see here. Brent says, I've been trying to make rack shot work. Can't seem to get them anywhere. Designed 10 out of 10 out of the set. One of my favorites, new sets. Yeah, Renegade. Well, I think for the Renegade, like the World Championship, I think I was half and half, basically, for both like the what was it, the preliminary stuff or whatever you call it, and then the actual like first tournament round. I was pretty much like, I think it was 4-3 first day and then 3-3 the second day. There is so much I gotta try though. There's so many like stuff. It's just my son's got to get to liking this, so we can just start skirmishing armies together. You know, it's the only way I see myself, you know, playing a lot. Either that or my wife sparks up an interest, which I don't know is gonna happen anytime soon. But okay, so that is what we're doing right now. See, there's the dragon. Getting his red coat, because we need a dragon with frickin' laser beams on his head. Okay. Would you consider Austin Powers a Christmas movie? Probably not. Alright. Let us wind down then for tonight. Ladies and gents, probably mostly gents. Thank you so much for making this chat lively. Appreciate it. Appreciate the conversations and discussions. So I guess I'd say this Sunday, same bat time, same bat channel. We'll be unboxing a couple things I got in the mail, and again, I didn't buy these things. They actually came from the generosity of Sergio Crazy, bless him, and so take a look at those. And these are premium painted stuff, so I'm interested to see how the detail of these premium painted newer Heroscape stuff, see how they fare, these pirates and these Dryons. And then after doing that unboxing, which probably shouldn't take too long, probably paint more or probably edit more. We'll see what I'm feeling like on Sunday, considering the fact that I did a pretty good job with these Tanuki. Maybe I'll save them for Christmas Eve, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what unfolds on Sunday. But let's see here. Warpic says much better than first and second wave. Yeah, I imagine that. I think things seems like they're improving after every wave. So here's to looking forward to open them up, and maybe I'll record, because Joe again was gracious enough to send actually a couple of extra stuff my way, because I said, well, my son might be interested in having that, the blimp and the ATST Vord, and I already have those, but my son doesn't, so I'm gonna maybe over the weekend surprise him, be like, here you go, open them up, and maybe I'll record that and we can see a video of him being excited about that. We'll see if I got time for that. But yeah, those would be for him. So with that, I do again thank you all for watching, sharing, subscribing. I'm almost at 800 subscribers. I think I've been dropping like YouTube shorts of some stuff, and I'll probably continue doing that. That's upping my view count a little bit. I think those Cody's Cardboard out there has now 10,000 subscribers or something. Not that much, but he's got crap done. He went from 1,000 to I think 4,000 just in the blink of an eye, and he's just doing shorts. So I think I'll be trying to do a lot more of those myself in the future, and maybe that'll help improve things a little bit. I have ideas. I already have stuff. It's I got a backlog of stuff, and I don't want to release it all at once. So I'm trying to do a day or two at a time for that. So keep an eye out. And there's some content that y'all haven't seen before either, and I'm talking about stop motion animated content. So keep an eye out for that before the end of the year. But with that, I do thank all of you for watching. See you Sunday if you're around. If not, Merry Christmas, and I hope it's a good one, and I hope nobody's lonely. And I hope everyone is doing well and keeping health, and thoughts and prayers for all those who may not be having a great time. I know I've had plenty of Christmases, especially the past 15 years, to where everything was not great. Everything was not fine. Yet still had to keep on pressing forward, So I'm just thankful that I am as healthy as I can be currently, and able to still talk with all you all. And just Ken J. I don't know if you ever commented it before. It's a new name for me, unless I know you. But appreciate. I'm sure you probably were lurking. Have a good night. Thanks for streaming. Well, thank you for commenting. I hope we can chat some more, probably Sunday or next Wednesday. So with that, thank you. You have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and we'll see all of you next time. Later now. Bye bye.